This was it. We were praying for a purpose, and there was a real purpose in being there.
The Eagle Mountain Church 2012 prayer tour was a victorious journey through the land of Israel.
Just walking where Jesus walked. To when you read the Bible now, you can visualize what it's talking about. Walking where the patriarchs walked, where they stood, where they looked over the land. It was just awe-inspiring.
12 exciting days of experiencing the Word of God came to life on the worn cobblestone streets and ancient stones that have witnessed the plan of God for the redemption of man.
Pastor George and Terri were awesome. Pastor Terri was so full of knowledge because they'd been there before. And she just made comments that just helped so much on the bus. She would make comments along with our tour guide, which really filled in blanks for me.
Among the places visited were historical sites and archaeological explorations from Jerusalem to Masada.
Just actually put our feet on the ground in Israel and to be able to pray there. And it was very moving. I felt like the Lord heard definitely our prayers, and that prayers were being answered and will still be answered. And so it's a transforming experience, I think, in many ways.
Yeah, just to be where Jesus had walked and where he had preached, and it was just awesome to tour all the different things there in Jerusalem and put it more in perspective to the Bible.
We traveled through history to present-day politics, meeting with key Israeli government leaders.
Addressed by the Prime Minister of Israel, and addressed by the Deputy Prime Minister, and addressed by a couple of the high-ranking generals in the military.
The Eagle Mountain team joined Christians from all over the world and marched through Jerusalem in the Christians United for Israel rally.
To march down those streets with the shofars going off and the drums beating and just drawing the attention of the Israelis. And they'd run out and greet us and just grab us and hug us and say how much they appreciated us being there and representing the United States, but for Israel.
Because God is with us. Only the Lord himself could have caused Christians United for Israel to expand to these dimensions in this shorter period, with such an aggressive group of people committed to fulfilling what the Bible teaches.
Jewish people along the way were clapping and cheering. They were up in their balconies, waving from their porches, and it was an honor. It really was a privilege to be there. I was just blessed to have that opportunity.
One young man you could tell he had been crying. And someone asked him, he had his iPhone taking pictures, what he was doing. And he said, my friends won't believe this. So he said, I'm capturing it so I can show them that there are some Christians who stand with us.
I know that the United States of America loves Israel. And do you know that Israel loves you?
Thank you for being here. And I said, we're here because we love you. And she said, we love you more. And that was the kind of experience it was from the beginning to the end.
The 2012 Eagle Mountain Church Israel Prayer Tour was an impactful time in the Spirit of God.